Hello, everybody. This is Adamu Muhammad Dankori. Thank you and welcome to Nigeria Freedom Radio, where I discuss mostly things about freedom. I also do discuss personal issues, and I try to relate them to freedom whenever I can. And I discuss other personal issues like my career and so on and so forth. I want to talk about an idea that just popped into my little brain, which is one of the ways that you can quickly get person to think of the system of government. One or two questions. I actually haven't thought out how many questions would be. But yeah, it's at least a question. And I think you would really give people perspective on what the system of government is, and in general, the system of voluntarism. So without further ado, this is it. You can ask someone this question: if we differ in opinion on certain thing, how should it be resolved? That's the question. A, should we resolve it by letting everybody carry out his or her opinion? B, should we resolve it by enforcing one person's opinion? So I'm going to go back to the options again, because I trust that I can get things not clear. And I really appreciate you. If this is not your first time of listening, I really appreciate you listen again. So I'll try as much as I can to be clear. And if I repeat myself, it's absolutely not intentional. Like I am trying to make sure I make myself clear. So, 1, how should we resolve differences? If we differ in opinion on certain item, should we all go and implement our own opinion? So, for example, if I want rice, you want beans, should everybody go and you eat your beans, I eat my rice? Or B, should we implement one of the options and force the other to obey? So you like beans, I like rice. We can't decide which one. Should we enforce one through, say, for example, voting? Of course, two people to be tied, but you get my point. But that's basically what democracy is. That's what government is. Is just a group of people. 51% voting more than the 49% to implement what the 51% likes. That's basically what it is. And those 49% have no choice. Yeah, they have no choice. 1, they can't exit the system. They can't say, oh, you know what, yeah, you can go do your stuff, just don't involve me, right? So you can't exit that concept, because it's this concept. Government is a concept. It's not a physical item like rock. It's just a concept. So you kind of exit out of the concept. You have to do. That's what government is. So when you ask the person, how should we resolve it? I think that might give anyone a perspective. The difference between force and voluntarism. One other thing that I think is happening, and I think that I've mentioned this before, is I think a lot of people do not know that government is a system of force. I truly believe that. People do not think so. People that believe in government aren't evil. Like, I truly believe most people that believe in government, they just don't know that government is a system of force. Now, there are people that know, but they consider the alternative, and they're happy supporting government. So that's why I think if you are into educating people about what the difference between forced relationship and voluntary relationship is, that's a good way to kind of get them to think through that concept. And it could be something else too. It could be religion, it could be some culture, family, relationships. Anything that you kind of exit voluntarily, that question will really put a perspective on really exposing if a concept is inherently violent or not. I'm glad that I mentioned this, and I promise it's related. It's related to what I've just said. Is if you are listening, but you do believe in government, I think people that believe in government, I don't think people are evil. In fact, I honestly do not think people are evil. I don't think people are saying, oh my God, I know that government is rape, I'm just going to continue to support rape because because I want to continue to rape these people because I enjoy seeing them suffer. So you enjoy seeing people being raped because government is rape. Rape is no consent. Government is no consent. So I do not believe you are evil. Now, it could be one that you don't know. Government is a system of force. Or that you are choosing the lesser of two evils. Maybe, I don't mean you, but maybe the situation might be, without government, others will try to come and occupy us, take over us, maybe kill us, and so we need government to protect us. That is a lesser of the other evil. I won't say that is rational view, because I think the reverse will happen. But I can say I get your point. You are choosing the lesser of two evils. But one that is absolutely irrational, and the opposite is in a moral world. So in a world where people are raised properly. I think that's where I'm trying to get to. And for sure, your fear I truly believe is genuine. I truly believe that if you believe that without government, people will invade you, will take over you, I truly believe that is a genuine concern. Because someone will try to. Because our world, even though we are getting a lot morally better, morally we are really, really bad. What I mean morally is absence of force. The world is full of irrational people, knowingly or unknowingly. And that, of course, someone might try to invade you because they're irrational. They believe in not discussing, they believe in using force to enforce their ideas. I truly believe that because the word is irrational. So your fear is not unfounded. And I can't say I understand your option of choosing government. If I were to choose, I would still take my risk. That's the difference. I will still take risk not to have government, protect myself. My community, I will talk to people who protect our community voluntarily. And I think that will be, I'm willing to take the risk. So, lesser of two evils, or choose the no evil part. That is that third option. But one thing that I really want to stress is your fear is not unfounded. This is contrary to at least the person my favorite show, Freedom Radio, the host, Stefan. I think that's one of our differences. Is I think he believes in this conspiracy. Okay, I can't say that word. Some kind of conspiracy by people who believe in government they're just evil. I see a lot of that. I hear a lot of that theme in his presentation, but it's still my favorite show. That is just a minor difference. So I don't believe that people who believe in government, they are just evil people who are out here to destroy the world. I believe that one, either people don't know, or two, people are choosing the lesser of two evils. But I believe there is that third option of no evil at all. Which is, for example, if, let's see. Okay, this might not be a good example. If everybody is stealing to survive, because if they don't steal, someone will come and hurt them, or so they think. So if they don't steal, someone will come and steal from them and even hurt them. So they fear. Also, it shows, right? So they decided to continue to steal in order to prevent them from being stolen from and being hurt. So they're choosing the lesser of two evil. Well, I believe that that's a third option. What is the third option? Well, I won't steal, and I'll protect myself. Myself. Not stealing to protect myself. Because that's what government is. Stealing to protect people. So I will refuse to steal. I'll keep my stuff, and I'll protect myself. And I'll converse with others voluntarily to join hands together to protect ourselves. So there's always that third option. Anyway, so just to summarize what I've said today, if you really want to get people to really give a second thought about the difference between a voluntary system and a forced system, ask them about when you differ. What should we do when we differ about choices? Should we allow people to work with their choices, or should we enforce it by force? Should we enforce one of the system by force? And then the other one is, I do not believe that people who believe in government are evil. I think their fear of choosing government over the irrationality of the world is not unfounded. It's real. But there's always that third option. Thank you very much for listening, and I will talk to you soon.